Rather than being inside the workshop, I just wanted to start this video off by showing you the outside of my workshop, because I don't think I've actually ever got that on camera. I've just tidied up. I've made a bit of a collection of wares which need to be chucked away. This is the outside of my workshop. You can see it's, you know, is what it is. Here's the PC repair area. We got the couple CRT monitors, loads of vintage software, mixture of bits and pieces. Oh look, and there's my little cat Rosie, moaning and groaning again. Yes Rosie, I'll feed you soon. Right, we're gonna have to ignore the cat for now, bless her. Here's where we have the selection of resistors that I have in stock. Yeah, I've got some power resistors up in here. You know, pretty good stuff, electronic goods which I need. Boxes of valves and power outlets and other types of things which are in constant use all the time. Computer spares, bits and pieces that need to still be sorted out. But today, we aren't going to be looking at any of that. Instead, we're going to be looking at this. It's a Peavey. I don't really know what to say other than that. Is there a model number anyway? This one's had a bit of a go already done to it. Someone's, looks like they've changed or added a loudspeaker. And they've done some wiring with some mains flex. Perfect. But one of the loudspeakers on the front has been changed. I seriously have no idea about the condition of this. Other than that, I've not really tested it. But apparently it's not working right. Looks like it has 4 audio output valves, 2, let me get this right, 4, there's 2, each of them are connected together, but I think it's like push-pull or something. So you have a center tapped audio output transformer, or I don't know, I'll have to have a look. I think that's our mains transformer and this is our audio output. It kind of gives it away that there is transistors in here. This is one of these hybrid type amps. Nice guitar amp, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be making a little video on this. It has a reverb echo tank type thing inside. Not too sure if that's working or not. I have to have a look. I can't quite remember what the complaint was with this. Hum or distortion or something like that. So, you know, the usual stuff with this valve equipment. All seems to go wrong. I think I'm going to get the chassis out. We can take a look. I hope it's not going to be burnt up PCBs. I've taken off the backing over there. Gives us a bit of a easier look. So I'm only assuming that maybe one of the loudspeakers got a hole put through it or was blown up or something, or the foam surround rotted. Certainly one is mounted differently. One is mounted on the inside as opposed to being on the outside. What are the output valves in this thing? What are they, like 6L6 or somethings? Could be a 6L6. Loads of 6L6s by amplification or whatever they're called. You won't be able to see that, but I can. I think that is a 6L6. Right, to save time, I'm not going to do anything else other than unplug and also unplug the reverb tank. And then I'm just going to take this chassis out and we can have a look at it. Well, I've got the chassis on the workbench, just kind of having a bit of a peek. It's quite interesting. So don't know if you can make that out. The fuse holders they're either bridged with wire or that's fuse wire that they've used. Quite interesting. I don't quite understand that. Doesn't look like it's very high hour. All original, which is what we like to see. Interesting branded smoothing caps. 350 volts. 200 No, 100 mic? 1,000? 100 mic. Another 100. Not too bad, I suppose. I can check those. Those are going to be our bleed resistors, I think. Another set of 100 mic caps. And we've got these lovely pods. Pods don't feel too bad, to be honest. Got some socketed ICs, operational amplifiers. That one looks like it's got kind of heart. Interesting. I don't know if this is supposed to be a bodge or not. Doesn't really look original, does it? But then it's got that hot glue snot all over it, and seems to be all over the place. So what have we got then? These caps, they look like they could be replacements. What are they? Just bypass or something, or coupling? Output tubes, our 6L6s. I assume this is our bias set. No idea. This is going to be our audio output transformer. Fine. Remote switch. I think this is for something else. I think this is so you can break out from the preamp and go directly into the output. If that makes sense. So you can do a loop. It's always handy to have that on a guitar amp. I don't really see these often. Proper decent construction, you know, not too bad. But it's PCBs, of course, and I'm not too fond of stuff which have valves on them that are made out of PCBs, because they'll just break away and fall apart. Right, I'm gonna have to just plug this in and give it a test, really. Plug it into the audio generator to see what we can find, if there's anything wrong with it at all. Well, I've been running it for about 5 minutes, and other than it kind of picking up a bit of interference, it's not running too badly at all. But I've just been playing with the function generator, and I've just played some actual broadcast audio through it as well. Doesn't seem to be doing too bad, quite frankly. It's all right. Right, well, in that case, I think I'm gonna just do my normal once over routine, really, on these things, and I'll show you kind of just what I do, how I test, again, you know, stuff like the power supply and those types of things, cleaning the controls and blah blah blah, all of that. There's noisy controls. I wonder what that does. The colour. What does colour do? As you can hear, there's just hiss. There's no hum that I can hear. I mean, if really we'd be supposed to, if there was anything wrong with this amp, we'd hear 50 hertz hum. Something a bit like, well, like this. See if I can get it. Kind of like that, but not really. Have a bit of a play with it. Give it a clean, touch up some joints. Oh, and by the way, I saw this in the box. This fell out the cab, and I think it's just HT fuses. Or some kind of fuse. But again, it just doesn't seem right that there are jumpers on those fuses, on those fuse holders. The wires look so small, they might as well be fuse wire that have just been soldered onto the PCB. Maybe that's just a hint to say that it's not being used that much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some investigating on this, on the speakers in this cab. There's something not right about that, but we'll see what I can do. Wonderful. See you in a bit then.